difference between the two. And we know Dartsy's very much on the day, and that's proven time and time again. But Ricky is going to have to find another gear here to be competitive 54. With Rob Cross. If the Rob Cross turns up, certainly of the past 4 days.
Well, these two are good mates. They used to be the same management stable, so travel all around together. But Rob Cross has been showing no mercy this weekend, because he's also good mates with Josh Rock, and they are in the same management stable, and he mauled 54. Him yesterday.
Yeah, that was a ruthless performance, wasn't it? I mean, the early stages of it, they were just knocking lumps out of each other. They were just trading 180s, and then, well, Cross just went through the gears and ended up with an average in excess of 105, which is the 98. Highest numbers we've seen in the tournament so far. A tournament average of just under a ton.
Yeah, that is Rob Cross's best average at the UK Open in an individual match. It comes after throwing his best average ever in the Premier League on Thursday night in Exeter. That was close to 110. So in the last 3 or 4 days, Rob Cross has thrown 2 of his highest averages in specific tournaments. Ricky Evans in his whole career has averaged over a ton twice on 59. So there is a vast difference in the 2 records of these guys. But as we know, the UK Open is where 60. Strange things happen, dreams are realised.
Records Robbie of the DJs.
164.
On the treble 18. Treble 20 would give him the option of the bullseye, but he's setting up. Boring stuff. 4,000 people here, Rob. They want to be entertained.
32 after 12. What a start.
96.
And Cross, usually, when he makes a good start, he sort of just continues that throughout a match. And he tends to have a wobbly start, which this is far from it. 13 dart.
Second leg,
break a throw.
First.
Yeah,
game on.
If he starts poorly, he tends to have a poor game, but normally when he makes a start like that, he'll just build off of it. He did this against Josh Rock.
100.
Well, let's not totally discount Ricky Evans. His best performance was probably his victory over Mike De Decker, who's been playing some good darts, the Belgian. Average more than 97.
Yeah,
and
De Decker's one that we've both been keeping a sharp eye on.
He did brilliantly to hold off a fight back from Luke Woodhouse in the previous round.
97.
Superb 140 checkout that really did stop Woody in his tracks. But you would think he's going to need
100
shots like that, and maybe 2 or 3 of them over the course of this game. Having said that, it's not that long ago we saw Ricky Evans thrash Nathan Aspinall at the World Championship in the final match before Christmas. That Ricky Evans turns up, and Rob Cross could have a problem.
26.
Especially if he chucks in many visits to 26.
Yeah, that was a staggeringly good performance against Aspinall in the Worlds. I think it caught everybody 100 by surprise. Certainly Nathan.
Had
a good chat with Rob yesterday, and he said he enjoyed a weekend off not too long ago. He had in total 5 days off.
100.
And he said with the house move, it was just nice to spend some time at home, having previously only spent the odd day at home in the last month.
Yeah, it's an
we know how he feels.
Yes, quite. But it is an unforgiving schedule 60. For the guys at the very top.
Ricky require 101.
Have to manage it. Ricky Evans may manage to break back here, but can't get the treble he requires.
49.
Should start on ball here.
Robbie require 125.
If he finds the ball, it'll be 25 ball. If he finds the 25, it'll be treble 20 tops.
Treble 20 and tops it'll have to be.
65. Ricky require 52.
The commentator's curse is well in this leg.
20.
We've seen a similar scenario to this one in the Humphreys-Bunting game, didn't 60. We? The early exchanges mapped out the whole match in the end. So do we.
Double top for Cross. His finishing this weekend has been superb. But he's missed a couple of darts there.
Ricky required 32.
Rapid Ricky to level up, double 16. Oh, he doesn't like it again. He's not moving, though. It's getting harder, this.
He has to move now, yes.
Nearly in the sea there.
16.
He's certainly in the sand. Could
Robbie
be quicksand
required
if Cross
10.
can take this out, lead 2-0.
Three for double one.
No score.
He attacked it.
Ricky
And his finishing, as I say, has been
16.
brilliant throughout this weekend, Rob Cross, but gone a bit missing here.
Games on the second leg.
Rapid Ricky levels it up in not particularly quick fashion. One apiece.
Yeah, there was nothing
Ricky
rapid about that one, Dan.
first. Game on.
24 dart breaker throw. Wow.
134.
Well, these are long format games. Luke Humphries was saying himself that he felt that Bunting making mistakes early kind of let him off the hook. And then when he did start playing really
86.
well, he was too far clear. There was no chance that Stephen was getting back into the game. While it is long format games and the legs at the end of the match feel more important, these
60.
are worth the same. Get some legs in the bank. You might need them later on.
Yeah, when you get a lead in a race to 10 or 11, as the semi-finals will be, you can almost
93.
ease off at times and then sort of go again. You don't feel the pressure as much.
140.
Ricky Evans, for a good couple of years now, has been talking himself up, saying, look, I will achieve the things in this game that I want. He is still yet to win a PDC title, despite making 5 finals over the years.
78. Ricky required
Well,
167.
I'm more convinced now with this different throwing style in terms of the speed of the throw.
93.
I think he has more chance because he's in more control. I think when he was so quick, his Achilles heel was the finishing, because when you're that quick moving around, it
60.
makes the
required
doubles even
74.
tougher.
Double 16.
Game shot.
that was pretty quick.
Ricky Evans.
And that's it. It's just
Full
he can just be
leg,
a bit more
Walter
measured
Gilchrist.
at a more
Game
sensible pace.
Yeah, Ricky Evans in full flight. And look, he may get to that pace because he does change things around, even now as he's slightly more measured in his approach.
140.
But when he is throwing at top speed, it is genuinely impossible for some players to replicate. Could you even get rid of the
134.
darts as quick as
No.
Ricky Evans did?
No.
This is a guy's
When
at
he
180 in
did that-
2.5 seconds.
Yeah, when he did that record 180, we were just messing around down the pub as you do and seeing, right, let's time it, let's see how quick. I couldn't get rid of him in that time, never mind find the target.
93.
But as positive as he has been,
60.
Ricky Evans, there is an awful lot of history that will be weighing heavy on his mind. He's lost every game he's ever had against Rob Cross, including that other quarter-final at the European Championship 5 years ago. Some of those defeats have been very heavy as well.
Well,
140.
he wins in terms of their leg score over the course of those 5 matches. He tends to win
100.
one leg in every 4 and a bit legs.
Yeah.
Robbie require 128.
Ricky Evans was actually the first person that Rob Cross whitewashed when he came over to the PDC on his second day as a pro player.
88.
It leaves him on tops. And whatever happens in this leg and the next leg, Ricky Evans is in
96.
this game in the early stages. He won't be particularly happy with how he's played, but he's in the
Robbie
match.
required 40.
Well, he's got something to build on. That's the key part of these
Game shot
long
the fourth
course
leg.
matches.
Rob Cross. Fifth leg Ricky to throw first. .96.
This is such an opportunity for Evans as well. Look, we saw it last year. It's Andrew Gilding versus Adam Gavlas in the semi-finals.
96.
The biggest games of their respective careers, arguably. I know Gilding had a run to the semis before we played Van Gerwen, but it was a much bigger opportunity for him, and ultimately one he took.
Yeah, and it was a cracking final. Not many beat MVG in last leg shootouts. Not many beat him in a last leg shootout in a final.
58.
Not many get that far.
No, true.
90.
Although more different players have reached the final of this over the years than the majority of the big events, just because of the open draw. That's why it is such an opportunity. Ricky Evans can find a way to win this. It might be Luke Humphries. It might be
59.
Martin Lukeman. Who knows? Opportunity knocks.
Yeah, I always felt like that about this very tournament, but
140.
my issue was playing multiple games on one day.
Well, it shouldn't be an issue for Rob Cross. Man who's won 2 European Championships, including that one where he beat Evans on the way.
25. Ricky
As dear old
requires
Sid would have said,
75.
a bag of nails.
55.
Can't miss for 3-2 for Ricky Evans, but they're the ones you can afford to miss. He'll not be in such a luxurious position when he returns to the board in a moment.
Yeah, I think Cross will
58.
take advantage of this
Ricky
break just to
requires 20.
regroup.
Game
Well, that will do it for Ricky Evans. He leads 3-2. The first 5 legs of this, it is not the Rob Cross we have in this event, because it does look like Rob Cross. He's wearing all the same clobber and his throwing action looks pretty much the same, but he's not playing like him. The numbers are nowhere near what we expect.
to throw first.
It's an imposter. There's
Game
another
on.
one. They're everywhere, Dan.
Well, Cross probably thinks he could have given that bloke a go, and it wouldn't have gone much worse.
Should have played Slim Shady at the
93.
brink. 'Cause the real Rob Cross needs to stand up.
You are expecting him to improve. You expected
97.
Ricky Evans to improve, because despite leading 3-2, he's played better than this over the course of the tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. He can put 11 on his current numbers of where he's been sat for the past 3 days in terms of a tournament average.
57.
And indeed, last year he was averaging around about 93 for
Yeah.
the whole year. He's up there in the sort of top 40. He's always on the fringes, Ricky Evans. And he's
96.
sick of being there. He wants to be centre stage.
Yeah, well, his seasonal average is sort of matching his tournament average here. And don't get me wrong, I'd chop my fingers off to have a seasonal average of 94, but those that are winning tournaments are the ones that are tending to have seasonal averages of 98 and upwards.
98.
Well, Rob Cross immediately coming under a bit of pressure on his own throw here. Not seen a 2-leg gap open up in this game as yet, but there may be an opportunity for one.
Well, we've seen players.
93.
Well, we've seen the bullet dodge bullets. Couldn't dodge Humphries today, but this tournament, you have to
85.
somehow navigate yourself
We
around
only require
performances like this, and
158.
no 2 games are the same. Treble 18 should be the shot. And
92.
it was, I can assure
Ricky
you.
require 125.
Well, that misses the 25 even, so the chance
81.
evaporated. But Rob Cross missing the 18 segment means he might only get 1 dart at double
Robbie
here.
requires 66.
Double 10 for double 18, you would think. Yep.
Does love double 18, doesn't he?
Game from the 6th leg.
Finds it.
Rob Cross. 7th leg
needed
Ricky
to.
to throw first.
Well, when Rob Cross is finishing well, and he certainly has been doing that, the last 2 games, he's been up in the 50+% for his darts at double. Double 18 is one of his go-tos. So that has worked excellently for him over the course of this tournament, and it might be that 18 segment that gives him a platform to build upon in this game.
Yeah, I mean, his finishing in this game, it's very good, 43%. That's not been his issue. It's his inability to find the treble 20. Scoring stats, I mean, you mentioned the finishing, but the first 9 average of 110 shows you where his game has been going into this match.
45.
Ricky perplexed. He can't seem to drag himself out of this malaise. That's more like it.
125. $58. Robbie require 157.
Looking across his numbers in the first 4 Players' Championships, and he lost Players' Championship 1 to Andy Barton 6-5, who averaged 101.72. Then lost to Zonneveld 6-5, who averaged 108.76. Then lost to William O'Connor, who averaged 100, 6-4.
Robbie
He's been
require
walking
20.
into a few.
Can't say that about this one. But this for the break. And for Rob Cross to lead this game. Well, they are no help. He'd rather remove them from the board. And he just carries on piling into that spot some way outside the double 10.
Double 19. Tops.
97. Robbie required 20.
Take 2.
Yeah, arms flapping about like a distressed bird. Ricky Evans just can't seem to get things right. Rob Cross needs to attack it.
10.
Which he did, to be fair, but he didn't hit it.
Ricky required 20.
For a real steal. Oof, on the wire. Super final down.
Ricky Evans.
Just when you were beginning to doubt if there was a double 10 on this board, Ricky Evans manages to hit it and get his nose in front again. Look at that. 22 misstarts at double between them over the first 7 legs of this match.
And he was 3 from 7 Cross, and 6 starts there at double 10 has crashed those
96.
finishing statistics.
Ricky Evans once again low on that treble 20 and then finds the treble 19. It would not surprise me if that continues much longer. He may start playing on the treble 19. It's not one of his usual moves, but he is getting so frustrated at not finding the 60.
You mean doing a Madar's Razma?
Yes.
60.
And again, 2 low ones.
I mean, even if it was just for a leg or two, he's not really losing a great deal by doing that, is he, Mace? I mean, is it a valid ploy?
Sometimes to have 1 or 2 visits down there just to try and reset things. Because when you can't find it, you try harder to find it, and that's counterproductive. Especially with a throw like that.
Treble 20 for double 18. He could have always gone to the 16s, but
65.
tried to find his way through to the treble 20.
Does leave a finish. No, I expect 20
56.
double 18 because the 10's not been kind.
Double 18 it is.
Game shot the 8th leg.
One just outside, and then one finds the mark, and that's a good leg of darts. And it's a leg of darts without any messing around. Scored solidly, set the shot up, took it out. That's what he's been doing all the way through this tournament until this match.
Yeah, that's only the 3rd 5-turn leg. Started with a 13 darter, then Ricky with a 24, then a 14, then Rob with a 16, Ricky with a 17, Rob with a 17, Ricky with a 21 darter. And that one there, a 15 dart hold.
58.
As you see there, not a great deal between them in that first 5-leg chunk of the match. Ricky Evans is pretty much at the same level. Rob Cross has upped it a little.
99. $140.
Rare ton 40 for Ricky Evans. So rare, he got all flustered and nearly lost a flight.
The 18s.
92.
He got away on throw, Ricky Evans, last time he threw first. With Rob
45.
Cross missing all those darts at doubles, and that is a nightmare
Robbie
last start for Ricky Evans. He was on the finish after 2
170.
and not after 3. So Rob Cross, no need to go for the bullseye at the end of this. Not that he's got that option anymore.
58.
Both really struggling. Another one of those would be handy.
95.
Put in a quick one there on dart 3.
Robbie require 112.
I almost feel like one of them needs just some inspiration, Dan.
He's going to persevere here on the treble 20. And that's the reason it's a problem. There are other things you can do in that
Ricky
situation.
requires
42 ball.
70.
Double 8.
54.
Is not found.
Robbie require
Rob
12.
Cross led 1-0. Then he was pegged back. He has not got his nose in front since then. Double 3 puts him 5-4 up with a break. Hates it.
6.
And he won't be too keen on that one
Ricky
either.
requires 16. Game shot.
Pinches another one.
Ricky Evans. 10th leg.
Rob Cross.
First.
Trying to get himself in front in this game. Trying to catch a ghost with a net. He just cannot find any way of snaffling that lead away from Ricky
134.
Evans. 3 darts missed there. 6 darts missed a couple of legs prior.
96.
He's living a charmed life right now up there with... We'll look down at the numbers in terms of darts used in the winning legs for Ricky Evans. You wouldn't think it would be feasible.
190.
Second maximum of the match comes from Cross, and Ricky Evans has his first.
190.
Like buses.
Ricky Evans has arrived, or at least the scoring version of Ricky Evans has.
95.
Cross will be seriously disappointed there. Found the treble 19 with dart 1 and nowhere near for him on
96.
darts 2 and 3.
Robbie
Left himself a bit to do.
92.
There's the 60, double 16 for 5 all. He won't like that. He's going to move to the left and try and go over the top of it. Oh wow, somehow found the bottom corner. I don't think that's what he was attempting, but
First.
there is so much room for improvement for the pair of them in this game. But if we get a grandstand finish, we'll have forgotten about all the average stuff earlier on.
100.
Didn't Gavlas also take care of Littler en route last year?
He did.
They had an absolute thriller. I think Luke lost with 100 average.
Yes, he did. Now then.
140.
I'm going to take a look at the darts used per leg, if there's enough room on the screen.
100.
Look at that. 24 darter, 21 darter, a 20 darter, but a glimmer of hope. The best leg of the match just before the break there. That 12 darter, and Ricky Evans was on a potential 12 as well.
Yeah, the first and last were all right, weren't they?
42.
Shows you the
97.
complexity of this sport, and when you do watch the players just continually churning out those big numbers. I mean, he looks fine. I'm trying to find a reason for it, but sometimes you just get up and they just don't go.
Well, these two did play their last round games on the second stage. Sometimes that transition from one stage to another, particularly this one, the lighting is so different, it can feel different, and it does feel like they've both struggled to get the weight of dart on the treble 20 all the way through this game.
Yeah, and it does make a massive difference.
70. $54.
Two darts missed for a 6-5 lead. But this would dwarf any checkout we've seen in the game so far.
Needs a treble. Awkward. Got to work around that dart. Gets it. Bullseye.
For the first ton plus finish of the game.
101.
Not quite.
Ricky
Once
requires
again,
16.
Ricky Evans is dodging bullets as he looks to hold his throw and does so. And once again, the Northamptonshire man leads, but only after being given a lifeline by Rod Cross.
Game on. $23.
Chris Dobie, after his defeat on the stage a couple of days ago, said he just never settled. Just didn't feel it.
58.
I think these two are going through exactly the same thing.
Well, cast your mind back to 2019 when Cross made the final against Nathan Aspinall. That was not a high-quality game. It ended with a 170 finish.
Yeah, numbers similar to the ones that
140.
Rob Cross are posting right here.
But as I recall, they don't put the average on the trophy, Mace. Is that right?
Correct.
60.
And everybody talks about the 170 finish that the Asp had to win it.
The only numbers on the check will be
100.
ones and zeros.
More than 100 grand to the winner of this. Rob Cross did win the title. He'll be up to world number 4. He's already going up one spot to number 5 as a result of reaching this stage. Ricky Evans, were he to win it, it'd be up in the top 32 in the world rankings again. Been there before.
55.
That's the dart he wants.
140.
Well, ton 40 is a good scoring visit in this game, and he is down to a finish. It has been nip and tuck all the way through this.
Again, the inability with dart 2 to follow dart 1.
It's on. Double 16. Ricky Evans with a ton plus finish. He's got a 2-leg lead. He has been ducking and weaving and been very fortunate not to have his throw broken, and then he catches Cross with the sucker punch, and there is a 2-leg gap opened up for the first time in this match, and off he goes. Off he goes.
Inspired.
This might be it. A 3-4 minute burst of Ricky Evans playing good stuff. It doesn't even have to be his best stuff. That could swing this and put him in a semi-final of a major tournament for the first time in his whole career.
$100.
He's having that spell.
140.
Looking to back up the breaker throw with a potential 4-visit leg.
He's on 84 after 9, a possible 11 darter.
140.
Too late.
Ricky require 84.
Double 12. That is an 11 darter. That is the best leg of the match, and Ricky Evans is beginning to stretch his legs in this game. He is 3 up and 2 away.
Yeah, just 42 darts used in the passage of play from leg
51.
11 to leg 13. Taking his average from 80 to 90.
Well, Cross has had his chances. There are 3 legs running where Ricky Evans had the throw and he missed darts, multiple darts in a couple of those legs to break him. Couldn't get his nose in front, and now Ricky Evans is starting to play really well.
44.
He's got to make it last, though. We've seen some real topsy-turvy games over the course of this weekend. None more bizarre than Ryan Searle earlier on in the tournament. It was 8-2 down, 9-8 up and lost 10-9.
57.
After having matched darts. It was against Graham Usher, wasn't it?
It was. Damon Heta has spent all weekend falling behind to players, only to then turn it around and win. I would suggest that is not a good game plan to employ against Luke Littler this afternoon. But it can be done, and Rob Cross is trying to muster something, and that is his third 180.
Needs to stop the rot.
59.
Treble 19, double 8.
Robbie requires 73.
And 20 in ball or not? No, he goes for the 18s. Wouldn't have given him a dart at the ball with a single, but he does get a go at double 8 and takes it out. Rescues that visit. Stops this little run of 3 legs from Ricky Evans.
96.
Not a bad dart for him. Oh, it's incredible how that's not found the target.
59.
That sums up his afternoon so far.
96.
There is very little margin for error for Rob Cross. He must win 4 of the next 5 legs. And if you said that to him, your opponent's averaging less than 90. He'd have backed himself. But today, it is a struggle. And Ricky Evans
99.
has improved significantly in the last few minutes.
Yeah, it's been a massive jump in performance levels.
98.
But what is Ricky going to be like as he gets to the verge of doing something that he's never done before? 5 PDC finals, he has lost them all, and some of them have been very close as well. Number of them 8-6. Never made a major semi-final. This is only his 2nd major quarter-final.
Yeah, unknown territory for him. If he finds another, which he doesn't, so treble 18 should be the switch.
98. Ricky require 152.
60-60-32, and that chance has gone immediately. He has
87.
tidied it up half decently.
Robbie require 112.
He's taken out 92 and 73 in the last leg. Treble 20 for double 16 for a real saver.
60. Ricky requires 65.
25 or treble 11. He goes treble 11 for double 16. Little adjustment on the hockey.
33.
It's so close. It's so close.
Just brushed the flight, didn't it? And it took a bit of energy out of the dart.
Robbie
You actually
requires
got to saw the
52.
flight of the dart. Well, it did. It just sort of bent out of shape, didn't it? I thought it caught the flight, but
He's been missing these chances, Cross, to break the Evans throw. He can't afford to miss again, surely. He does not miss again, and he has managed to break Ricky Evans, but there's still more work to do.
16th flag,
yeah, we'll still need
game on.
well, to take care of the hold first, but he's going to need a break of throw to win the match. But that double 16 was a super dart. He tried that on the 92 a little earlier, didn't he? And he shanked it right in the bottom corner.
180.
2 180s in the last 3 legs. Is he beginning to believe, Dan?
96.
Is it Cross's turn to have a little spell, a little burst? He was very cross earlier on.
Well, he would be as mystified as we are, because I can assure you that he would have gone through all of his
77.
practice routines and probably felt lovely going on stage. Well, he did. He started with a max and went out in 13 darts in leg 1.
What a first dart that is.
140.
We might have a level game once again in just a few moments' time. Ricky needs a treble to leave a finish, and he can't do it,
57.
so all the time in the world for Rob Cross to make it 8
Robbie
apiece.
Maguire 104.
Well, it was Ricky that put that 3-leg burst together, and this is for one of a 3-leg burst for Rob Cross.
72.
Dragging that dart across himself.
58. Robbie Maguire 32.
For 8 apiece. Two 8s for 8-8. Can't find his way through.
There's no belief.
Ricky Maguire 150.
I mean, he did attack on dart 1, but the hesitation on the double 8. And every time, yeah, it's been a bit of an issue, but now there's pressure on Rob Cross.
Robbie Maguire 8.
He's only hitting 1 in 4 of his darts at double in this game, Rob Cross. Surely he can use that. Wrong side of it, Rob. Oh, that is unfortunate. That is so close to where it needs to be, and it is just skewed off with the deflection. 9-7, Ricky Evans. He is on the brink of a first ever major semi-final.
Ricky to throw first.
Well, when it's your day, it's your day, and I think that dart at double 4 was a perfect example. What could go wrong has gone wrong for Cross.
96.
Because that dart was most definitely on its way in.
It was certainly
58.
a lot closer than where it ended up. Rob Cross must break, hold and break again, and we've seen how hard he has found it. To do this kind of thing, you're going to have to, you're not going to get loads and loads of
96.
chances. You might get a chance or two each leg, but you're not going to get multiple darts every single leg, or it's unlikely. And Rob Cross is needing multiple darts.
125. $27.
It's nothing. There is nothing coming back. It is a clear road to the semis for Ricky Evans. All he has to do is walk down it.
58.
And this is very much last chance saloon for Cross. Needs a max.
Again, nothing.
82.
6
Ricky
darts at
Maguire,
160, Dan.
160.
Got to stay straight.
Yeah.
Well, he goes searching for trebles, and he does get one. The
96.
gambit paid off. However, it is one of those finishes where he may only get 1 dart at double, and even a ton for Rob Cross keeps him interested.
$100.
Oh, he's
Ricky
interested.
Maguire 64.
Can Ricky Evans get it done? Double top. Double 10.
54.
Now then, Rob Cross.
Robbie Maguire 100.
Trouble 20 and tops. He finds a single, which he doesn't, to stay in it. 2 darts in hand.
It's nowhere near. Double 10.
90.
Nothing has gone right for Rob Cross. He has missed 26 starts at double. Ricky Evans, the semi-finals are there. They're right there. But he's not just yet.
We did question how will he look when he does enter the unknown.
Three for double one. Can Rob Cross make it awkward for him? No, he can't. He just cannot do it. Arguably the best finisher in the tournament up until this point cannot hit doubles. Ricky Evans must hit. On double one for a spot in the semis. Ricky Evans is a UK Open semi-finalist.